Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video I want to talk about why I am going to be stepping away from Wizard101 content for the time being. Now, this has been something on my mind for the past couple of weeks, ever since the Darkmoor update, and I do want to say this video is going to be a bit different than my usual one. Usually I have, data or math or testing to, back what I'm saying and my explanations and whatnot, but this video isn't really going to be like that. It's just a little heads up. So obviously, if you haven't been sleeping under a rock, you probably know why I'm pretty upset about this update, and a lot of players are as well. But basically, if you are under the rock in this case, we basically waited 2 years to get 1 damage in PvE and PvP, and the problems in PvP just got significantly worse. Okay, now, there is one positive here that I will point out in this video because, it's going to be mostly negative, but I do want to give credit and, flowers where it's due. I thoroughly enjoyed questing through Darkmoor quite a bit, and I think if this entire update did not get ruined for me with all the bad things in it, I would have such a great time, questing Darkmoor on all 7 characters, but for the first time ever in Wiz, I am not doing that. I quested once my fire at 180 and farmed some gear on him, and I'm just not motivated at all to quest the other ones up. I'm just not, especially my main school storm. I'm not motivated to, and the crazy part is, right, like, I make content on this game, so it's in my best interest to max out everybody and get them ready and just keep making content like that. But even with me loving this game and having the incentive to make content on the game, because I do benefit from that obviously, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. And I think a lot of this too, I don't want to get too personal here on the channel, but some real life stuff happened and really just opened my eyes to some things, and I just, like, I don't know why I spend my time on this game and or money in this case, right, when they just, like, I hate to say they don't listen, because they do, but they don't. It's really awkward, it's kind of disingenuous for me to say that devs don't listen when, I can, like, DM them, whether it's bugs or talk about something, and they stream every now and then, but it really feels like it falls upon deaf ears in a lot of senses. And when you look back at some of the things, like I pointed out to a viewer to kind of explain to them why, because they're asking why I get so upset about Storm. So to kind of, like, frame things better, I explained to them, okay, well, in 4 years, out of those 4 years, the school's only been good for 90 days, right? So 90 days, 4 years, right? Do the math. That's about, like, 5%. Imagine you take a test and you get a 5%. That's what King's Isle is doing right now. So, I mean, like, and it's wild to me, right? Because it's been 4 years of community feedback, and they just nothing. And a lot of the good players feel this way, right? That's why a lot of the good players quit even a couple of years ago. But even, like, the good players who are around now, who do the testing, like myself, provide the feedback, it just falls upon deaf ears, and you look back last year, the same thing happened, right? Everyone saw Chameleon was busted in Selenopolis test round. It's a literal 4-round guaranteed max bolt over and over and over and over. And that didn't get patched for, like, what, 9 months, I think? And now it's going to be the same thing this time with, the hit and feints and jading in the game right now. It's like, no, man, we're telling you the problems and you're not doing anything about it. So, like, I think people really need to wake up and see this in the community. I'm not saying everyone should boycott and quit Wiz. You know, if you like the game, play the game. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life, but I really think like they need to start doing more, you know. And I don't know what the issue is here because, like I said, like I am talking to the developers. I do the testing. I do the math to the point where I feel like I'm doing part of their job for them. But obviously, I'm not like in extra credits. I'm not paid by them, you know. And it's just like I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I feel like an unpaid employee from them, and they just do not listen to the community feedback. Or if they do, they just don't do anything with it, you know. And it feels really shitty, especially when you're a member, and especially when, you know, it's more on a personal level. Like, you know, I don't want to like name drop in this video, but there's I guess a couple of devs that I'm pretty close with, I would say, and you know, I think they're great people. Give me a lot of good advice. Even like shit, Rapbeard and I have hated each other for like 2 years now, but before then we were pretty cool. Gave me some decent advice and whatnot. But like that's the thing, man. That's what makes it so tough. Is I feel like the devs aren't bad people, and some devs on paper, like, I don't think they're bad at their job either. But like it's just like something isn't working, bro. Because like you have the feedback from the community, right? It's very apparent. Very apparent. You have people like myself and other people go above and beyond to explain things and test things and put it in like a developer language kind of thing, and nothing happens. That's a problem. That needs to be fixed. It's really tough for me because I just can't log on Wiz with a smile on my face anymore. I don't get that enjoyment out of it. I'd much rather spend my time on other games. And another comparison I like to make here is when I play other games that I'm obviously not a creator for, right? It's like I'll find like the most little annoying minute thing that bugs me, and obviously like I don't know any dev working for that game or whatever, and like that just gets patched in like a patch or two, and it's like that feels so good for something to be done about a problem when I don't even have to say anything about it, you know. Like that feels great. But the issue with Wiz is you're the one who does the testing to find the problem, and the devs don't fix that problem, right? So it really feels shitty, you know. And I don't know, man. This video is probably kind of all over the place, to be honest with you. But obviously I'm probably still gonna do PvP like off stream, and you know, get warlord on the good schools and whatnot, because I think that's fun. And I guess really in this video I just want to say, like, don't expect a whole lot of Wiz videos. You probably noticed like the past little while here, awfully inconsistent on the channel ever since the Darkborn stats came out. Just like absolutely garbage, terrible, right? I just, and they didn't do anything about it. They knew about it and they didn't do anything about it. Same thing with the hit and feints, the jading. Just no. Just no, man. Like, no. I'm good. I'm good. And the thing is, if they would actually care to do something about these issues, like, before next year, you know what I mean? But the problem is they don't design the game that way. And that's another thing with how the devs make their game. The issue is a lot of the problems the game has, it's systematic issues, right? That's how the devs design their game. But in reality, like in their game they've built, what really happens is there's school exclusive problems, right? Like they don't, for example, they don't understand why Storm and Fire can't Jade like a Life can, you know what I mean? They also don't understand like the whole like shield resistant interaction and how broken that is. They also don't understand the big like accuracy burden and, you know, DPP, like giving up every stat and having no stats on a Storm. Like they don't understand that either, you know. So like a good example here. They try to give Storm Resistance updates, but they got 0 stat upgrades except for the 1 damage, right? But for free, passively, without doing anything, the same schools that pierced you at 170 are doing it for free at 180 again, even though you didn't give us any stat upgrades this time, right? But they don't understand that. They don't get it, even though it's pretty simple. Just look at the graph, look at the stat maxes, pretty obvious. What I want you guys to take away from this video is, obviously, I don't want to get people to quit Wiz and boycott it. That's not my goal. If I really hated the devs, I'd probably say that, but I'm not going to do that. That's not me. If you enjoy Wiz still, if you believe in it, keep playing it. And especially the PvE players, you know, a lot of people in console getting back into it. There's a lot of fun to be had on the game. As long as you do not participate in endgame content, you will be fine. You'll have a blast on this game. Okay, guys? But yeah, you know, play it if you like it and if you believe in it, because that's the main thing with me. I believed that Wiz could have gotten better the past couple of years, but, you know, it's 4 years now. I'm halfway to 30. I'm 25 now, and there really hasn't been any change. Really, like, it's just change for the sake of change and not understanding problems. That's what I've seen reflecting on the past 4 years here. So, I don't know, man. I'm done until I can see some change over there. Whether it's, you know, how they're gonna treat their community, or how they're gonna change their philosophy, change their design of the game, and make the game better for everybody. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'll still be around in the community. Like I said, you'd see me in the game and whatnot, and I don't know, I might go like live to like read patch notes and stuff like that, but like do not expect like consistent uploads this year around, like I have done every other year. If you look back at every year, you know, Lemuria, Novus, Wallaroo, Solanopolis, I made guides, and all those guides do phenomenal this time of year. And by the way, don't think about this as like a video where it's just like, oh, he's just complaining, right? Me choosing to do what I'm doing right now is more of a financial loss than if I just covered the news right now, okay? So you can't even make it out to be like something like that. It's not the case. It's not the case at all, right? If I shilled, if I just made content and shut up, my channel would perform way better, right? And that's really all that's left in the Wiz community at this point. You know, all the honest people who are not shills aren't really around anymore. Whether it's the homie, you know, Blake, or, you know, Ferric and a bunch of other people, Gume as well. They're all great people, by the way. Especially Blake. I like Blake a lot. I think everyone does. I don't think anybody hates Blake. But yeah, I mean, it's just sad to see the state of Wiz. You only have the shills left now, and the devs just, I don't see any progress being made. You know, I don't see the future. I don't. So yeah, I just kind of want to make this video and talk to you guys about this, because it's been on my mind ever since the stat maxes came out, you know. And it's just really disappointing to me that they just like they just don't know what they're doing, you know. And again, it's kind of like dishonest for me to say that, because it's like they know what they're doing with the noobs, like the people who are like stuck in Chrysalis and like the majority of the game. Like it's fine, but like they don't know what their game is, right? Like the Wiz has always been about the story, the progression, and school identity. Okay, there's been no progression the past 2 years. Okay, story, I mean, okay, I'm not too big into the story, not my cup of tea. School identity, not really anybody's happy about that. Ever since Rochambeau came out, it's just a fact. I'm sorry, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, they just don't get it, and you know, I wish them the best, because again, I would want to play this game. I do love this game from the bottom of my heart, and I hope they can fix these problems, whether it's the, you know, implementing community feedback, listening to the community, or making better design choices and whatnot that actually benefit the player, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I will see you guys probably whenever a patch comes out and whatnot, and I'll let you guys know if that patch is probably worth playing or if that patch is good enough to make me come back to the game. But it's been a good ride here. I know I made a community post, I think a week ago, I think, a couple days ago, saying that I'm done. I'm not doing PvP anymore. So yeah, I mean, thank you everyone for supporting me. It means a lot to me how well the channel is done, considering I've been the most honest in the Wiz community by far. If there is something to take away from my channel, it is, you know, always be honest, guys. No matter what, people aren't going to like you, no matter what you do, no matter how perfect you are. So the best thing you can do is be honest and, you know, try and believe in a cause and whatnot. So yeah, I will see you guys, I don't know whenever a patch drops, I guess, and we'll cover that. Thank you for all the support. It means a lot to me, guys, and I will see you whenever Wiz gets their shit together. Okay, bye for now.